Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a three-nation tour of Japan, Papua New Guinea and Australia tomorrow. Prime Minister lays foundation stone and dedicates to the nation several railway projects worth more than 8,000 crore rupees in Odisha. Arjun Ram Meghwal is the new Law Minister. Kiran Rijiju assigned Ministry of Earth Sciences. MOS Law Professor S.B. Singh Baghel moves to Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Siddaramaiah formally elected Karnataka Congress Legislative Party leader to take oath as Chief Minister day after tomorrow. Amazon Web Services to invest over 1 lakh crore rupees in India by 2030 to create over 1,30,000 jobs. In women's hockey, India lose to Australia 2-4 at Mate Stadium in Adelaide. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a three-nation tour of Japan, Papua New Guinea and Australia tomorrow. On the first leg of his tour, Mr. Modi will attend the G7 summit in Japan at the invitation of Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra said the G7 summit has chosen several key priorities for the current presidency. The broad terms of the G7 summit preferences include nuclear disarmament, economic resilience and security, regional issues, climate and energy, food and health, and development. Mr. Kwatra said that a Quad leaders meeting is being planned in Hiroshima with leaders of all Quad nations. On the sidelines of the summit, Prime Minister Modi will hold bilateral discussions with several leaders of the G7. The Prime Minister will also hold bilateral meetings with his Japanese counterpart and unveil a bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Hiroshima. Mr. Kwatra said India's regular participation at the G7 summits clearly points to increasing recognition that India should be a part of any serious effort to resolve global challenges.
India's regular participation at the G7 summits clearly points to increasing recognition that India should be a part of any serious effort to resolve global challenges, including those of peace, security, development and environment preservation. This is even more salient in the context of our ongoing presidency of the G20.
On the second leg of his visit, the Prime Minister will reach Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea on the evening of the 21st of May. This will be the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Papua New Guinea. On the same day, Mr. Modi will travel to Sydney in Australia on the 22nd of May. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated and laid the foundation stone of several railway projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees in Odisha through video conferencing this afternoon. During the event, Mr. Modi flagged off the Vande Bharat Express between Puri in Odisha and Howrah in West Bengal. The train will provide faster, comfortable and convenient travel experience to rail users, boost tourism and promote economic development in the region. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said Vande Bharat Express has become the symbol of modern India and the aspirations of its people. Mr. Modi said infrastructure not only makes the life of people easy, but also empowers society.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से लोगों का सिर्फ जीवन ही आसान नहीं होता, बल्कि समाज को भी सशक्त करता है। जहां इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का अभाव होता है, वहां लोगों का विकास भी पिछड़ जाता है। जहां इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का विकास होता है, वहां लोगों का विकास भी तेजी से होता है। पीएम सौभाग्य योजना के तहत भारत सरकार ने 2.5 करोड़ से ज्यादा घरों को मुफ्त बिजली कनेक्शन दिया है। इसमें उड़ीसा के करीब 25 लाख और बंगाल के 7.25 लाख घर भी शामिल है।
Among the projects, Mr. Modi laid the foundation stone of redevelopment of Puri and Cuttack railway stations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the International Museum Expo 2023 at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi this morning. The Prime Minister said the government is continuously working to preserve the rich cultural heritage of the country and building cultural infrastructure. The International Museum Expo is being organized as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to celebrate the 47th International Museum Day. Professor S.P. Singh Baghel has been assigned as Minister of State in the Health and Family Welfare Ministry. According to the Rashtrapati Bhavan communique, the President, as advised by the Prime Minister, has allocated the portfolio. Professor Baghel was serving as Minister of State in the Law and Justice Ministry. Earlier in the day, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs and Culture, Arjun Ram Meghwal, was assigned independent charge as Minister of State in the Ministry of Law and Justice, in addition to his existing portfolios. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, who was serving as Union Minister for Law and Justice, will hold the portfolio of Ministry of Earth Sciences. Senior Congress leader Siddaramaiah has been elected as the new Legislative Party leader and the new Chief Minister of Karnataka at the Congress Legislative Party meeting held in Bengaluru today. Another senior leader, D.K. Shivakumar, will be the Deputy Chief Minister. Both Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister-elect met the Governor Thawarchand Gehlot to stake claim to form the government. After the Congress gained majority in the May 10th Assembly election, deliberations were on in New Delhi to elect the new Legislative Party leader, as both Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar had claimed the post. Finally, the name of Siddaramaiah was made public in the morning today. The swearing-in ceremony will be held on May the 20th afternoon, when the Governor will administer the oath of office to Siddaramaiah as CM, D.K. Shivakumar as Deputy CM, and a few other MLAs as ministers. The Supreme Court today stayed the decision of the West Bengal government to ban screening of the film The Kerala Story in the state. A bench of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices P.S. Narasimha and J.B. Pardiwala stayed the ban order of the West Bengal High Court and also directed the state of Tamil Nadu to provide security to theatres. Regarding Tamil Nadu, the court noted the state's submission that the screening of the film has not been directly or indirectly prohibited in the state. The Supreme Court today issued notice to the Enforcement Directorate on former Delhi Minister Satyendra Jain's plea seeking bail in a money laundering case against him. The court also granted liberty to Jain to move the vacation bench of the top court with his plea, which challenged the Delhi High Court order dismissing his bail plea in the money laundering case against him. Jain moved the Supreme Court on the 15th of this month seeking bail in the case. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. As the Narendra Modi government is completing 9 years in office this month, Akashvani News is bringing a series of special stories on the initiatives taken by the government. Today we will take a look at how the government ended the practice of Triple Talaq. Our correspondent reports that the Narendra Modi government secured gender rights and justice to women by abolishing the practice.
In the last 9 years, government has taken several initiatives for women empowerment. On 1st August 2019, Muslim women in the country were freed from the social level when the bill against Triple Talaq was made a law. Addressing an event, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, the abolition of the archaic and immutable practice has given Muslim women the dignity they deserve in the society.
दशकों से मुस्लिम महिलाएं 3 तलाक के खिलाफ कानून की मांग कर रही थी। हमने ट्रिपल तलाक के खिलाफ कानून बनाकर मुस्लिम महिलाओं को नया अधिकार दिया है। मुस्लिम महिलाओं को हज के दौरान महरम की बाध्यता से मुक्त करने का काम भी हमारी ही सरकार ने किया है। भारत की नारी शक्ति के सामने आजादी के इतने दशकों बाद भी अनेक रुकावटें बनी हुई थी। बहुत से सेक्टर्स में उनकी एंट्री पर पाबंदी थी। आज महिलाओं के लिए काम के अनेक सेक्टर्स को खोला गया है।
Triple Talaq was neither Islamic or nor legal. The Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act has ensured gender equality and given confidence to the women. The law was long overdue for a country that has taken great pride in its deep-rooted principles of democracy, secularism and equality. Several Muslim-majority nations of the world had declared Triple Talaq illegal much earlier. The Supreme Court of India on 18th May 2017 had declared Triple Talaq as unconstitutional. By abolishing the Triple Talaq, the Modi government has strengthened socio-economic, fundamental, democratic and constitutional rights of the Muslim women. Anupam Mishra, Akashvani News, Delhi.
India has extended a hand of friendship to the people of Myanmar affected by Cyclone Mocha. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said 3 Indian Navy ships carrying relief material reached Yangon today under Operation Karuna. A 4th ship will be reaching tomorrow. The ships are carrying emergency food items, tents, essential medicines and hygiene items. Dr. Jaishankar said India continues to be the first responder in the region. A U.S. court has approved the extradition of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack accused Pakistani origin Canadian Tahabur Rana to India. California District Court Judge Jacqueline Churijian approved the Indian government's request for Rana's extradition. Rana was arrested in the United States on an extradition request by India for his role in the Mumbai terror attacks in 2008, in which more than 160 people, including 6 Americans, were killed. The Embassy of India in Kathmandu and the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration, Government of Nepal, signed memorandums of understanding for undertaking 2 high-impact community development projects in Nepal under the grant assistance of Government of India, 1 each in healthcare and education sectors, at a total estimated cost of more than 80 million Nepali rupees. The construction of these 2 projects aims at providing better healthcare and education facilities for the local community and improving the quality of life of people in Nepal. On the other hand, the 7th Nepal Chamber Expo 2023 kick-started today in local Bhrikuti Mandap in Kathmandu and will continue till the 22nd of May. The event is organized by the Nepal Chamber of Commerce and showcases stalls of both domestic and international products. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has expressed interest in deepening trade ties and expanding connectivity between India and Bangladesh. He made the comments when High Commissioner of Bangladesh to India Mustafizur Rahman called on him at his office in Meghalaya yesterday. Mr. Sangma highlighted the possibility of import of garments, plastic products, electronic products, processed and frozen food from Bangladesh. The Chief Minister also laid emphasis on strengthening mutual partnership in the global value chain and diversification of products. In Pakistan, former Prime Minister and Tehreek-e-Insaf Chief Imran Khan's house in Zaman Park has been surrounded by police once again. The police kept up their siege around the house after a 24-hour deadline set by the Punjab government for Khan to hand over suspects allegedly sheltered inside expired at 2 p.m. on Thursday. The police claim that 30 to 40 people involved in violent protests after Khan's 9th May arrest are allegedly hiding in Khan's house. Last week, Khan's supporters attacked public property and military installations after he was dragged out of a courtroom and arrested in a graft case. Amazon Web Services AWS will invest around 1,05,000 crore rupees by 2030 on cloud-related infrastructure in India. The company is making this investment to meet the growing demand of customers in cloud services. Amazon's cloud computing unit said this in a statement released today. The company said the investment in data center infrastructure is expected to create an average of over 1,31,000 full-time jobs annually in the Indian business. News just in, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate the newly constructed Parliament building to the nation on the 28th of May 2023. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla met Prime Minister Narendra Modi today and invited him to inaugurate the new Parliament building. In women's hockey, Australia defeated India 4-2 at Mate Stadium in Adelaide, Australia this evening. This is the first game of the 5-match series. The next match is scheduled on the 20th of this month. The tour is part of the Indian team's preparations for the upcoming Hangzhou Asian Games 2023, which will take place in September-October this year. National sports awardees who could not receive their awards from the President earlier received their awards with citations from Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur at his residence in New Delhi today. Shooter Anjumod Gill, hockey coach Sarpal Singh and family members of late tennis coach Naresh Kumar received the awards. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a 3-nation tour of Japan, Papua New Guinea and Australia tomorrow. Prime Minister lays foundation stone and dedicates to the nation several railway projects worth more than 8,000 crore rupees in Odisha. Arjun Ram Meghwal is the new Law Minister. Kiren Rijiju assigned Ministry of Earth Sciences. MOS Law Professor S.P. Singh Baghel moves to Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Siddaramaiah formally elected Karnataka Congress Legislative Party leader to take oath as Chief Minister day after tomorrow. Amazon Web Services to invest over 1 lakh crore rupees in India by 2030 to create over 1,30,000 jobs. And in women's hockey, India lose to Australia 2-4 at Mate Stadium in Adelaide. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.